Hello. I am over here preparing for an akashic record session with a client, and I opened up my records, did my meditation, opened up my records, and I was taken to a moment in time where I'm still shaking from the realization of the disconnect from divine feminine that happened. But I was taken to a place in time where I was a newlywed. I was 18. I lived a very chaotic life. And if those of you who are new to me, I am a healer, but I am the type of healer who is brutally transparent and honest with you because I didn't feel like there was a space for me in my journey. So I want you to know that there's a space for you no matter where you are. So this moment that came up, and I'm still feeling it, is remembering my ex-husband telling me, and he was a black man, telling me I was too much of myself. He would tell me, put the black girl away, because I was feisty, because I was challenging him to be better, because I was calling him out on his BS when something didn't match up, and my intuition was telling me that that wasn't right, that the words and the actions and what I was feeling, it was off, it wasn't right. And just allowing myself to process and honor that moment and that memory, to release it. Spirit told me I just needed to share this because someone else needs to understand that separation that happens from our knowing and what the world around us has to say. It's not always our fault, but it's a part of the journey that leads us to where we need to be. It leads you to where you need to be. So during that separation where I turned off that part of me, right? Trying to be a good wife because I was too much of myself according to him. He couldn't handle that. I turned that part of me off. I put myself in a box and I learned something else about myself. I accessed another gift. I accessed another dimension, layer of myself, uncovered that. And this is for someone else too. Sometimes we are removed from who we think we should be, who we feel we have been here or called to be, to perform, or whatever the case may be. But it's never too late. It's never too late to answer the calling of your purpose. And I think something that is so beautiful in this revelation, as emotional as it is that not only am I able to see the separation from my divine feminine when I was 18 years old, when I made that choice to question myself, right? Of course, there was narcissism and gaslighting, and it was just toxic altogether. But there's a layer of that where my choices reflected how deeply I had met myself up into that point. My choices. And oftentimes we try to hold on to people as we grow. We try to hold on to people as we evolve, as we expand our consciousness, and they are not growing with us. And when they don't grow with us, that thing that we had in common, that trauma bond that we had in common, is no longer enough to hold you together, because you start questioning, why am I trying to replay the 5 minutes, the 1 year that we had that was completely and totally blissful and amazing, when I've had 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, 20 years with this person that have shown me who they are, that's toxic, that's unhealthy, that doesn't feel good, that's hurtful, abusive, whatever the case may be for you in your scenario, right? Stop trying to live in the past. Stop trying to hold on to those 5 minutes that were amazing, and look at the years, look at the larger picture of what it is that is actually your reality, and then turn back inwards to you and ask yourself, what the hell do you want? What do you want in your life? What is your calling? What is your purpose? And give yourself permission to explore it if you don't know. If you don't understand what your purpose is, if you don't understand what your calling is yet, ask yourself, who could I be without this person, place, or thing that is holding me back? Who could I be if I allowed myself to fully embody who I am, who I'm called to be in this life? Without the limitations, without the imbalances of the world telling me who I should be, how I should be, how I should show up, religious trauma or family trauma, generational type things, whatever it is, if you allowed yourself to live outside of those limitations, how great would you be? How big, how fearless, how powerful, how impactful would you be if you reconnected to yourself? If you were more tapped into who you came here to be than what everyone else has to say around you? I feel like this is a word for somebody. There is so much on my heart. And when we take time and we reflect back on the various stages that we've been, and some of them, I call them chapters in my life, right? Every chapter of my life has something, like a theme that covers that era. And some of those chapters make me look really good, and some of those chapters make me look like a terrible person. And I'm woman enough to say that going through life as I have gone through it, there's been stages where I have both been the villain, the hero, the victor. I've been toxic. I've been healed. I've been inspirational. I have been different versions of myself to different people, as you have. And we are supposed to evolve. We're supposed to change. There's nothing wrong with that. So I have to share that before I get on and get situated for this client meeting that I have coming up. But I just want you to give yourself an opportunity to explore that today. Sending you all so much love, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.